And I didn't go backpacking last night. It kind of stormed, so I'm actually doing a lot of cleaning and doing some maintenance around the house as far as backpacking stuff. And one of the things that I need to do is clean out my water filters. Some of these Katadyn BeFrees, they get kind of nasty. You know, I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to add some water in here, and this will happen after a couple, say, like months of not using. So I've been using my Sawyer for my main water filter, and of course Jasmine still uses hers. But I'm going to show you what happens when you don't use it for a long time, and then I'm going to show you the process of actually cleaning it. So I'm going to add some water in here and kind of give you an idea, like what could possibly happen. This might also happen to you as well. So I'm just going to dump some water. And true story. Whoop, whoop. Almost filled it up too much. So I haven't used this one. I think this is mine or Josmic's. Yeah, this is mine. So I'm gonna see, and again, I'm doing this just off the given chance that this probably doesn't work. I haven't used this in probably about 6 months. So in theory, I should be able to dump this and the water should come out, but based on from my experience, it probably won't happen. Okay, so it looks like we have a little drippage, which is actually a lot better than I anticipated. Okay, so that's actually a kind of a good sign that this one is not too bad. I have another water filter that we're going to test. And again, you can buy multiple of these right here. And I'm just going to test this one and see. And I haven't used this one in almost forever. Okay, so we get a little drippage coming out of here. Not a whole lot. But again, still drippage, which I'm actually pretty happy with. And we're going to test out Josmic's right here. This is... And hers should be able to flow a lot easier than the other two. Okay, I want to make sure I grab hers. So this is hers, and she uses hers pretty often. Oh, actually, hers is not working at all. So if we look, I'm squeezing this, so nothing is coming out. Okay, so we got some buildup. Okay, so this can possibly happen. And actually, true story, I actually bought one of these years ago, maybe like 4 years ago. There we go, got some drippage going on. Bought this about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and I thought it was broken. I actually went to REI and was like, look, this thing is broken. It's not filtering water. And I'm like at REI and I'm trying to squeeze it and nothing's coming out. And they're like, wow, I've never seen that before. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. It works fine. I stopped using it and then all of a sudden it just stopped working. And I guess what happens is stuff builds up in here. If you don't use it, like the calcium or whatever kind of stuff builds up and it just doesn't flow as well, and it takes a minute. So what you might need to do is let it soak for about 20 minutes, and then they'll start working. But we're going to do a full clean on these, okay? So we're going to dump some water in here, and we're going to add some vinegar and stuff, and try to get a full clean. And let me take the top off. You can kind of see like inside. So that's the filter. This is the outside part. And what happens is a lot of crud gets stuck in here. And then it just makes it so it can't filter out. It's not that it's not working. It's just that too much buildup is going on. So we're going to put these in here. Take all the tops off. And then I also want to test out my Sawyer. Actually, let me finish up putting water in this one, and we can get it cleaning. Okay. So I'm just trying to submerge everything. And what you're going to want is, please don't put the bleach in. Use some vinegar. Okay. And I'm just going to dump some vinegar in here. And this should loosen up all the stuff. Okay. Let me get someone to stir this up, because I don't want to use my fingers if my fingers are going to be all our stuff. So, all right. So we got some vinegar in here, and let me go ahead and hit the timer, because I want to wait at least 15 minutes. Hey, what's going on? No, we didn't go backpacking last night. I mean, a lot of things happened, you know, life and stuff, and it started storming so bad outside. And Josmick and I, we were like, should we go backpacking? And it was storming so bad, like around 5 o'clock. And we're like, you know what? Let's just hang out here, watch a movie, and just enjoy the evening together. So we didn't go backpacking. As much as I wanted to, I just know that it was going to be kind of a hassle with the amount of rain and thunder. Like, it was thundering pretty bad, like where the our lights were flickering. So it was pretty gnarly. And then what we ended up doing is we do DoorDash together. So we ended up doing some DoorDashing till about almost like midnight. So we earned some extra money last night. And it's kind of nice, like bonding time. You know, we're still hanging out together, still doing something productive. So it still worked out pretty well. So a couple ways that you can filter, clean out your Sawyer. So you can get one of these right here. They're like little culplets, and you can back flush it. And you can actually make these. Let me show you one that I've made in the past. Let's see. Did you end up doing anything outdoors last night? Okay, I'm looking to see if I have an extra. So I got a bin full of like repair stuff. And I saw it yesterday when I was cleaning out all of my gadgets and stuff. Like, I have other filter little rings right here. I got additional of those just in case if your water filter breaks. I know a lot of thru hikers will take one just in case if their Sawyer stops working. I probably pulled it out somewhere. I saw a comment. I'll take a look at it in 1 second. I'm just trying to find a homemade I don't know where it is. I guess I shouldn't have even brought it up. Now that I can't find it. Okay. All right. Well, no biggie. Let me see. Let's see. That's awesome. Sounds like you guys made the best out of it. Yeah. We didn't. We stayed home. Sometimes it's easier just to stay home. I mean, I did go backpacking Friday night. So what you might want to do if your filter starts getting a little backed up, screw this on, and you can actually do this out in the field too. So I actually use this as my gravity system, but you kind of back flush it, and we'll see if anything comes out. That's it. Yeah, you can actually see some dirt coming out. And what I like to do is give it a tap too. This will allow some of the stuff that's actually building up even more on the sides to loosen up. And what we'll eventually do is we'll take some vinegar and also send it through too. And we're just squeezing, trying to back flush everything. And you want to do this every so often. Like I usually do it when I'm out there backpacking out in the field. And I'm just giving it a little tap, boosting up anything on the sides, all that calcium buildup, or minerals or dirt. It's actually looking pretty clean. This filter works really well. So I can show you the grime that we're actually getting out. So you can see like little pieces in here floating around. Looks like some more pieces just came out. And this right here was pretty clean too. And we got vinegar in here. We're trying to clean out these ones right here. Sometimes all the stuff kind of like builds up, all that calcium and minerals and stuff. And this will allow, if you watch the beginning of the video, almost didn't get a single drop coming out of these filters right here. These are the Katadyn. And if you stop using them for a while, everything kind of like builds up. And give this another bang. Don't want to bang too hard. You don't want to break anything, but we're just trying to loosen up everything. Alright, okay. Let's go ahead and back flush this again. Screw this on. Okay. Alright. Looks like we got most of that jazz out. Okay. So that's actually a good sign. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter some of this vinegar in here. Okay. Just dump it in. That should be enough. That's actually a lot. And we're just going to let this kind of like this drip out. So everything kind of goes through here nice and slow. Yeah. It's kind of a process. But if you wanted better flow with your water filter, these are the type of things that you can do to help speed it up. I've heard of people putting bleach in here, and I'm just not a big fan of putting bleach in here, because then you got to make sure that you filter this like multiple times. Now I will say this, I have put bleach in these things, just trying to kill all the bacteria in here because these things can get pretty scummy. Like, look at this thing. So, this is Josh's mix. Pretty clean. This is mine. You can see the difference. And granted, I've been using mine for way longer than she has. Like, I've taken this all over the U.S. And I was a big fan of those. I liked them. They worked out pretty good. Oh, yeah. That's actually looking pretty good. Let's see how... So we got a couple more minutes. So we'll take these out and retest these to see what the flow is. Oh, that's actually flowing really good. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to keep on letting that soak. I'm really impressed by how well that is. That's working. Yeah, this is good. Now, of course, longer you leave this in here, better it's going to be. And once you do the vinegar trick, you're going to want to go ahead and do a couple rinses just so you can get that taste out. Now, it's not going to be poisonous, but you just might have a little vinegar taste, which I definitely don't recommend. Yeah, this one's almost like a different color. Yeah, you can see the difference. Maybe. This one's like a little tanner. Alright. Not too bad. Oh, that's flowing out good. Wow. Wow. You guys seen that? Wow. I'm actually going to give this a couple more taps and see if we can loosen up anything else in here. Getting a little bit more stuff coming out. Alright, let's go ahead and filter a little bit more water through this. Again, we're back flushing it. And I'll bring the camera close so you guys can see this. Alright. So that's the amount of grime we've already got out of these right here. And we're going to wait a total of 15 minutes total. So, okay, this actually flowing really, really good. I don't see any. That's still left over from last time. Wow, that's almost coming out so clear. Huge difference. Wow. Okay. Like that, soak for a couple more minutes. And then we can go ahead and do the ultimate test. Yeah, sometimes these things get this crud right in there. Just let it soak. Sometimes you get some slime in here, and I've taken like a toothbrush, an old one, and kind of like brush in here. It gets a little scummy in here, and that's why I've kind of stopped using the BeFrees, just because of the scumminess that I deal with these right here. And no matter how much I try, I just couldn't get this back to like a decent color. Like it's almost like a tilt, like a hint of yellow going on. And this one's a little bit better, but Joss Mix is getting kind of nasty too. Now, I guess you could always get a new water bag. And it says, like, if you want to filter this, you just shake it. And that's a good way of cleaning it, which is, you know, it's all right. But sometimes you just get more buildup. Look at the amount of usage. Mine hurts. You can't even see this anymore. Okay. We got about 30 more seconds. And we're going to test these out. And what we're doing is we're just testing the flow of the water coming out. I'm going to fill this up with water. And then we can go ahead and process and see how well it filters. And I don't do this every backpacking trip, but I do recommend, if you haven't done this in a long time, you should definitely do it. Okay, so we're at 15 minutes. Okay. All right, so we're gonna test this one out and see how the flow is. So if you remember in the beginning of the video, this hardly was putting out any water. So here comes the test. Don't worry about this right here in the background. That's me doing some experiments on Wednesday nights that I go live. Okay. Now if I add a little pressure. Okay, that's flowing. Look how nice that's flowing. There's a leak in this. Hold on. You guys see that little leak? I got a leak in this. I knew I had a leak in mine. Wait, that's hers. This one's mine. She has a leak in hers. Ooh. That's not good. Okay, so this one works fine. I'm really happy with that. Go ahead and check this one out. So far, 1 for 1. Okay. Well, okay, this one still needs to soak a little bit. So I'm squeezing this, and it's not filtering that well. So I'm going to continue to let this one soak. And I'm squeezing this pretty good right now. Like, you can actually see the water spraying out from right here. Getting my other stuff right over there off camera. Okay, so this one needs to continue to soak. This one is pretty much like crap. So let's go ahead and let that one soak longer. And let's check this one out. All right, now let's test this one. Oh, wow. That's a good flow right there. Huge difference right there. That's dripping out. Super good. Wow. Okay, so very impressed by this one. I'm still gonna let it soak. I'm still wanted to improve on the flow rate. So I'm gonna let those do their thing. I'm just gonna put this top on, and I want to check out the flow rate on this. Okay. All right, the Sawyer. Okay. So this is right now. I'm not putting any pressure on it. Oh, this is actually really impressive. Okay. I want to show you my hand applying pressure. Do I have to put my hand down here? Okay. Look at this. Let's give it a little squeeze. Wow, that's flowing so good. That is amazing. 1 second, let me go ahead and show a different angle. All right. Okay, now watch. I mean, that is amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna let these continue to soak, but that is the process that I do in order to get away all that grime and stuff. And might as well just dump this one back in here too. Wow, that was impressive. I know it's a short little live video, but at least you get to see in real time like what we actually do. Trying to get off all the grime and stuff. And we'll let this soak a little bit longer. It's been 20 minutes now. So it's, and I'll probably just let these things soak and then walk away for about, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes or so. There's really nothing that could go wrong if you just let this soak even more longer. It just starts to take away all that grime and stuff. It stands out to me. Take really good care. Oh, thank you. Yeah, keeping your gear is definitely important. I mean, that's how we continue to keep on using the same piece of equipment over and over. I mean, if you just take a look in the gear closet, it's important like how you store all your quilts and stuff. Like I got quilts over there, I got quilts over here. This is very important how you store all your stuff. And this is also like in a dry area too. It's not wet, it's not getting dirty, not getting dusty. But yeah, that's a good point. Noodles. I mean, definitely keeping yourself clean. And I've been going through like my gear box right here. So this is empty right now. This has some stuff in it. You know, like I consider this like toiletries type stuff that is disposable. That I kind of keep off to the side. This for like the BeFree, if you want to carry a bunch of water to like a dry camp. And I got an extra water filter in here, bear spray, ice gear, bug nets. Keeping it organized so when I get ready to go backpacking, I can just get off and go. I will be doing a video on how to transfer the fuel on this, because remember you brought it up in our last live video that you're kind of curious about transferring fuel. So I will be doing it on a different live video. It's just when I went, my goal is if someone wants to research on how to like clean their water filters, I want them to look at that. And because if I started doing this in this video, people might research this and not get the proper video. Even though I would do it right now, it's just, you know, for Google purposes, like if someone actually wants to go ahead and clean it and stuff, and or transfer fuel. But yeah, I appreciate it, Noodles. Definitely appreciate it. Let's see. I just missed your comment. Let me check that. Yeah, I need to show the fuel transfer one to my husband. He would love that. Yeah, it's I'll definitely show, and I do have like other videos, but I can go ahead and do a live video so we can bounce like ideas off each other. Let's see, I could do it possibly this week. I know Wednesdays I'm devoting towards just the alcohol stoves, testing all the alcohol stuff. But I'll let you. I'll go ahead and comment on one of your videos and let you know in advance, like when I plan on doing it. But I'm gonna get out of here. It's still early in the morning. It's like almost 11 o'clock. I want to get out and do some stuff. Josh and I, we have to still go grocery shopping and do some meal prepping for the week. What we like to do is get a bunch of chicken, cut it all up, skin off the fat, and to be honest, we eat a lot of chicken and rice and veggies. That's pretty much my meal Monday through Friday. Like, I have leftovers with that. I appreciate it. I'll let Josmic know. I think she's out doing she's either dyeing her hair right now, or she went to go DoorDash. I told her that I was going to go live, and she's like, "Okay, busy. I'll see you." Actually, you know what? She's dyeing her hair. That's what she's doing. We were going to do DoorDash maybe a little bit later. But hey, you as well. You have a great day too, and always a pleasure. Keep on making those videos. I showed Josmic. I'm going to make her subscribe to your channel as well. You got some good stuff. Another way, this is not backpacking related. Another thing that you might want to do, seeing that you're making like YouTube videos like this, take those short videos, those regular videos, and also make them into short videos too. Because I've noticed I get more like people watching if you just make the short videos. If you make the short videos, you know, like when you're thumbing through a bunch of different stuff, YouTube will go ahead and put your short videos out and about, because some of my short videos will have like, at one time I was almost getting 1,000 a hit. It was like 800, 900, 1.4, 2.2, just with the short videos. And that's when I was constantly doing like the backpacking stuff, where the algorithm was actually working towards my favor. Right now, the algorithm has no idea like what to do with my channel, because I do so much live stuff. I do so much backpacking stuff. I do so much different stuff. But you can take that same video that you made for like your regular YouTube and just also upload it as a short video too. And if you want to, you can zoom in so it fills up the whole page, but you don't need to. You can just keep the same video, but it's gonna display to more people. Like, you're gonna get more views than like these kind of videos right here. Just a thought, because you already have the material. All you have to do is just take it and just put it in 2 different spots. Maybe do a collage too. And I was actually thinking about doing this myself. I'm taking a bunch of your videos, put them all together, and just have it be like multiple different days of showing clouds. And so instead of doing like a 30-second video, now it just went up to like a 10-minute video of just videos after videos after videos showing. So it's just an idea that you can do, because you're already making the YouTube videos. Just a thought. I'm doing the same thing. I'm actually doing a lot of. I'm so all over the map as far as making videos. I'm at the point where I kind of need some help. Just creating like a thumbnail. It's taking a lot of time out of my day. Creating stuff like this is taking a lot of time. All the college idea is excellent. The collage is excellent. I'll work on that. Keep at it. Hey, you got this. We got this, right? We got this. All right, well, I'm going to log off. It's been about 35 minutes, and I appreciate talking. I'll be live definitely on Wednesday night, and we can test out more alcohol stuff. I'm going to go to Home Depot today and pick some stuff that I can actually use to test this, because when I was doing this test last Wednesday, I don't know if you were watching, but I was melting all my stuff. I was melting all this plastic stuff. I was trying to figure out the boil time, and you can notice that I was actually getting frustrated with myself, because when I'm not talking, it's usually a bad thing. I'm usually thinking to myself, like, what is going on? Like, I was melting pieces like this right here. At one point, there was a small little fire going on. I got some more pieces that are just all melted together. But, I mean, that's why I have a fire extinguisher. And, again, I was just trying to wrap something up really fast. And I thought I had everything that I really needed. But apparently, I needed a little bit more, something more metal. But we will be finding the perfect heat to boil water when using an alcohol stove. If it's maybe 1 inch off the flame, maybe it's 2 inches off the flame, maybe 3 inches off the flame. We're going to find out. But that's part of my goal. It's one of my backpacking goals that I plan on doing. But with that said, I'm going to be out of here. You have a good weekend. All right? Coach Bill 3 and 5. Coming at you.